Ndị be anyị ndewonu. Ọ bụ Ada Igbo na-ekwu na Igbo Media. N'Igbo Media, anyị na-ewetara unu ọtụtụ ozi gbasara ihe na-emegasị na Biafra Land, n'ala Igbo na mba ndị ọzọ. N'ụbọchị nke taata, o nwere ihe bịara n'iru akwụkwọ anyị nke anyị ga-agụpụtara unu n'ụbọchị taa. Anyị gụpụtachaa ya, unu egee ya ka ọha n'uju. Ị ga-esie ya, ị drọpụọla your comment, like kwa this our video and gbasakwa ya ka o ruo ụmụnna anyị n'ebe dị iche iche arụ. Ozi anyị wetara unu tata si n'aka otu nwanne anyị nwoke, a Biafra activist. Dịka o si wetara anyị ozi ya n'iru akwụkwọ, ọ dere sị: Breaking news, Simon Ekpa in tears of joy as Finland appeal court gives him huge good news as CDS Musa in panic. Ya bụ ozi ka anyị ji bịa tata na Igbo Media. Ị ga-esi ya bụ ozi, gbaa mbọ gwa anyị iche ma mekwa ka ozi arụtụ ụmụnna anyị n'ebe dị iche iche aka. Ngwa gere ya ka ọha n'uju.
New court papers they showcase the judgment where they give Simon from the Pajame District Court is not solid. Yes, the judgment where the Pajame District Court give Simon, it doesn't, they hold water. What did they happen? Well, for this video, make I critically analyze them for you and showcase every single thing where they happen for Finland, because this one is big. This is huge, and as something we say you no suppose miss by any means or any measures. What did they happen? Make I start from the very first one, because the news plenty, news choke. We get about 10 different updates on Simon's case, and all of these 10 updates, oh boy, you go sweet your belly as of today. So what did they happen? Well, let's start with the Pajame District Court. Yes, as of last week, being the 1st of September, the Pajame District Court sentenced Simon to 6 years. These are something we say everybody know. Even you where they watch this video, know your grandma for village know. Even your grandpa where they somewhere know say the Pajame District Court been give this guy 6 years. But as of now, things don't change. Things don't they move very, very fast. Like I explain. Okay, so the Pajame District Court don't give their rulings, and now Simon through his lawyer Kalgumeres, the para say, oh boy, this sentence make sense. So all of these things no sharp. Now in the appeal court, tell Simon say, bros, come. That is Kalgumeres. Say, come, let's hold some conversations and let's discuss some things so that you yourself as a lawyer, as a legal-minded individual, will know what did happen, how it happen, and why it happen. Okay? So Kalgumeres went to the appeal court to understand the basics and the tenets of Simon's rulings in the Pajame District Court. And the conversations held go bust your mind. First thing first, the appeal court tell Kalgumeres, say, okay, you want to appeal this case, ba? Kalgumeres say, yes, so I want to appeal this case because my client, Simon, no dey too happy with the judgment will the Pajame District Court been submit. And some agent in the appeal court can tell Kalgumeres, say, bro, say, come, but you yourself, a legal-minded individual, you're a lawyer now, you grow from this country, you schooled in this country, you know how all these things works. Kalgumeres talks, say, yes, I know. That is why we have to bring this case to you. We're not going to just say because we know, we go can't lock up, can't take decisions on our hands. No, it was brought to your desk because now you, appeal courts now, get the power, get the fundamental power to do what you have to do to make sure, say, the rulings from Pajame District Court gets striked out. Now the agent in the appeal court tell Kalgumeres say, okay, no wahala. We don't look into the files where you submit, and we don't look into your key points, the points where we say you use as a basics to release your client, Simon. We don't see every single thing, and we don't see as the movements they be. Yes, but you get one thing where you need know as a lawyer, Kalgumeres. First thing first, the Pajame District Court tell us say the evidence where they use against Simon, where most of them were gotten from Nigeria, and in Nigeria, most evidence cannot be 100% fact check because say this is the appeal court speaking now. Because we now the appeal court, we've been looking to the document. We asked basic questions. We reached out to individuals within. We spoke to them, and they talk say categorically that they get most of their evidence from Nigeria, and this evidence are distorted. Now Kalgumeres talk say yes, so now wait see I know. Now wait see we serve in present before the Pajame District Court. But these guys be no listen to us. I used it as a basis and a tenant to argue my case in the Pajame District Court. That is Kalgumeres speaking. Say I use this whole thing as a basics. I use them as a key point. But these guys don't listen to us. We don't know what happen. We don't know how the matter be and why he go down this way. Now the agent from the appeal court, Kagumere, say, bros, one thing we go no be say, this case now the very first in our country. This case now we never see them before. We don't get any case where we say an individual where they reside in Finland could they run operations in a different country. It never happened. It no day in existence. You understand? Now Kagumere say, yes, I know. Now make me as an individual really push for my client's case. I really push for them back to back. I don't let the whole thing slide. You understand? I don't let them slide. I really pushed for it. And they tell Kagumere say pushing for it they different from using facts to follow up. Kyle talk say I use both facts and I push for it. I say okay, we are not here to really argue this case, but one thing you gonna be say this particular case and the judgment from the Pajame District Court is not 100% binding. Yes. I would say that Kagumere is the lawyer of Simon. Hope you guys are paying attention and hope you guys are following what they happen. Before I continue, let's do some quick analysis of what they play out here because things don't get interesting. Because for the appeal court to come and contact the sentencing will come from the Pajame District Court is not binding. But like I say some other things there within the picture. Let's analyze the whole situation. So, as we all know, Kagumere don't show say, okay, I will file for a possible appeal. And before he do that, he go reach the appeal court to get first-hand info on how things they be. That is a smart move, yes. He no just filed for them. He went there to ask questions. He went there to get first-hand info. And from waiting they get, they give a green light. Say, bro, say, carry and come our office, carry and come the appeal court. And we go look into them drastically and make sure say everything go fall in place as it's supposed to be. Hope you guys are following and hope you guys are paying attention as every single thing is unfolding right about now. Okay? They can also talk, say, the evidence where they use to prosecute this man, Simon, most of them were gotten from Nigeria. And if you watch our videos in the past, you don't know, say, most of this evidence gotten from Nigeria are not 100% factual, meaning they are not 100% sure, say this evidence are real and can be used to prosecute an individual. Now we see it go on here. So what are the chances for Kagumere as well? We have a lot of things to say in this video. Like I said, we have a lot of details to share with you. And I go advise you to watch them to the very end. Because if you miss out, you go miss out on important info with the year within. What are these guys advising Simon, Kagumere, that's Simon's lawyer, invariably? They talk, say, okay, we don't say as Matabi, but carry the case come. Carry the case come. Make we see as it go be. Okay, let's go back to the conversation between Kagumere and the agents of the appeal court. Make we see how every single thing for play out and pan out. But before we do that, I beg, do how to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications because now for only here you dey get first-hand info back to back as it unfold. Okay, so hit the subscribe button and stay tuned always. So in the conversation, now Kagumere is going to ask, okay, I say the evidence gotten from Nigeria, no de factual. And the Pajame District Court sentencing is not binding. What do you want me to do? That is Kagumere asking. The time I say, bro, say, you're not a lawyer now. You're a legal-minded individual. You know what to do. Kagumere talks, say, I know what to do, but we need you guys to advise. We know, say, you now, an independent structure. You don't want to give out your stance and your views, but we want to listen to you as a structure, an institution. We want to listen to you. Then I say, okay, carry the case. If you are sure, say, Simon's case wasn't treated fairly, bring it to the appeal court, and the appeal court will look into it carefully and give a verdict. And the verdict now will be followed with the Supreme Court. It will be stamped to the Supreme Court. Hope you guys are paying attention. Okay. Now Kagumere is going to ask the guy, this agent, say, okay, how long will this whole conversation last? If I carry this case now of Simon, come the appeal court, how long will it last? I'll need a duration because I don't want to keep my client in suspense and keep his hopes hanging for a very, very long time. How long will this whole thing last? The time I say, bros, we are not together here. We're not working in a collaborative form. We now an appeal court. You now person with the carry case come here. Don't ask very sensitive questions. Bring your case. We'll look into it. The duration it's going to take, concern you. Now the courts go know how long it's going to take, and the decision will be final and binding. Kagumere say, okay, no wahala now, no wahala. No be fight, we can't fight here. Everywhere sharp. So we go carry and come to now subsequently. Now in the appeal court talk, so say Now today be your last day to show interest of appealing. If today pass and you no show interest, now you sabi you no go look your case anymore. You don't use your lifeline finish and nothing go fit happen. Nothing can be done to revoke it. Now you can go marry stock say, I know now, definitely we are going to come before the end of the day. That is how the conversation ended. Okay. And that is not even all. Okay. Carl Gumeres now don't know some key points. He don't know what he suppose use enter the appeal court. He don't know the structure and the leg we go use enter the appeal court. So now Carl Gumeres went back to his his office, his corporate office. He don't get first-hand info. And as we speak, this man now, they collaboratively with other lawyers, don't they write out very, very clear keynotes and standpoints where we say they go use shake the appeal court. So these guys, what do they currently plan as we speak? What are they planning behind closed doors? I no go and share every single thing with you, but then let's look at some keynotes where we say they available publicly, and something where we say if you do small research, you go see them, and if you do small intense workout, you go see what you they look for. So what is the conversation here? So Carl Gumeres now don't get about more than 10 different keynotes and key points we want to use for the appeal court. I know we'll discuss all, like I said, but I will discuss the few way they publicly available. The very first one now, they say the Pajahame District Court did not do a proper verdict session. That is to say, the Pajahame District Court no look into all the testifiers we can't speak against Simon. They no look into their background fully. They no ask the right questions, and they no look if these guys have first-hand info. Yes, that is the very first one, because as of last month, one of the testifiers come out and talk say his judgments or assertions were heavily structured or created or shaped by the Nigerian federal government, because he traveled to Enugu State to cover up every single thing that happened there, and the government tell him what he could do and what not to do. So Carl Gumeres talk say this one are a very, very big standpoint and a keynote to use in the Pajahame District Court. Okay, in can talk say some of the tweets where the Pajahame District Court use try Simon. The Pajahame District Court and the prosecuting lawyer no proof say those tweets came from Simon 100%. Yes, they no proof say na Simon write them and na Simon use the hand sign them, because say if you know how Twitter works, you can just go there and write a text and publish it. Most times, most of the tweets that they use try Simon were typed words and not actual video. Because if not video now, you go there easy to say, okay, Simon use the mouth talk this one, you use the hand talk this one. Say okay, but I say that in text form. They don't know if it actually came from Simon and if Simon himself signed it for it to be published. Now we see Carl Gumeres they talk. I don't want to go in depth into one, because if I do, we could use time to expose some of the tenets of his case. These are the two big ones where you need know as of now, and the two gigantic keynotes where you need know. I don't want to go in depth, like I said. But then plenty things don't happen. Let's quickly do some quick analysis to fully understand what is going on here. So Carl Gumeres now, like I said, like we all know, went to the appeal court first. He did not just show interest to appeal. He went there first to ask questions to understand how the rulings will be. Carl Gumeres is an experienced man. He has been to the appeal court severally on different cases, and not just on the case of Simon. So he knows how the appeal court works. But this man still went there to ask questions before they go show interest to appeal. That is a smart move. That is something we say anybody will get the best interest of their clients would definitely do. So Carl Gumeres don't go test his waters. What he did was a very smart one to evaluate his chances and the situation of things as he hot, which he don't get and he don't fully understand. And that one don't go. What else do we know about this case? Well, still, he can use the responses where they come from the appeal court to write some of his keynotes and things where we say, he go carry go the appeal court and can say, see what I see during my own research. And this is what the Pajahame District Court did, which is not 100% sure and certain. And I would see this man don't do. as we speak. Okay, moving on swiftly back to the video. So Kalgumere still discuss all.
Ngwanụ daalụ nne nụ ụmụnne m dịka unu si na-esoro n'Igbo Media. Gịnị ka unu nwere ikwu na nkọwa nke unu gbasara maka ihe unu nọ n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nke taa? Gwa anyị ife iche n'ụdị nke gị, deela ya n'akara kọmentị ka mara ihe i chere, ma chetakwa tụsa ya bụ ozi ka o werete ụmụnne anyị ndị ọzọ ntị. Ndewo na ụmụnne m, ka emesịanụ.